Hello, this is CIS 45720, Project 1, Group 3 with Dawson, Connor, Benjamin, and Alex. So in our downloads folder, we have our code, and it's been pre-compiled to save some time. You can do that with the Java C command, and then you can open up the Java FTP multi. And now we're listening for new clients. We don't have to do anything with the server because the multi uses the server to open up many servers, or multiple threads anyways. And next we can open up the client. And now we can see that it prompts us with some commands that we can use. Just to show how the functionality works, we're going to open up another client, and we're going to connect to our IP address of the port of the server with the correct port, which is 6450 in our case. And now we have connected. Let's go ahead and do that with this one as well. Now we can see that we have connected with two clients to the server. We've been accepted, and here's the first command we can use, list. It returns a list of the files in the directory of the server, and we can use that to figure out which file we want to get with our get command, and that requests to the server the file which we chose as test.txt, and since it exists, we got the 200 command OK, and the file was downloaded. Just to show what happens if you type in something wrong, you'll get the 550 error and no file will be downloaded. And you can see that from our server directory to our client directory has been sent a test copy, and it is exactly the same as the test file. It's kind of hard to tell that the directories are different because the client and the server are in the same one in our case, but it does work. And here's the next command, which is store, which works very similar to get, except that the file goes from the client to the server directory. And you can see that s_test.txt was sent over, which is a copy of test again. And last thing we can do is close the server, and there we are. So for a brief introduction to the code, we have our multi.java. It sets the port and opens some sockets for some new threads that the clients will request, and it does that using the server.java. The server will let the user know if it has been successfully connected, and then start processing requests with output and input streams, and the tokenizer will take the strings from the client and transform it into something that the server program can understand, and then it listens for commands like list, and you can see that it will open a new connection for the data connection separate from the control connection, and it will list all the files in its directory, put it on the output stream, send it over and close it. And the get file command, it will look for the file, and as long as it's found, it'll send the 200 command OK over, and the file with a buffered stream. Well, it'll actually read the file with a buffered reader, and then actually send it out with the byte stream, it looks like, and until end of file, and then it will send file sent. And store is very similar, except it works in reverse with the client and the server. I'll go over that on the client side in a second. And close just closes the data output and input streams. And let's go to the client code. You can see that it prompts the user with a bunch of code that it can, or commands that it can use. Connect, you want to type in the IP address along with the port. List, it asks for the list, and then it starts reading until end of file is parsed, and then it will print out to the client console what files were found. And the get and store work similarly to the server.java, except in reverse. So, for example, if you're about to, let's see, we're on the get side. So if you're going to get a file, you will either hear a 550 file not found and do nothing, or you'll get the 200 command OK and start waiting for the file to come in through a stream and then write it to a file and save it. And if you're going to store something, you're going to look for your file and then save it, put it into a stream, and then send it over to the server. And then you can close it, of course. And that's about it. Thank you.